Happy Thursday, guys. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're all blessed as always. It is, what date is it? The 13th of March. It's a Thursday. I was going to say Wednesday then. It's a Thursday, and we are going to be doing our daily market outlook as usual. I've just realized that I've actually not got my screen shared. So, yeah, man, I'm looking at my normal screen, not realizing that you guys can just simply see me. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing blessed. Obviously, this is going to be your daily market outlook for today. As always, before we jump in to the charts, I just want to quickly give you guys a reminder that this content on the channel is simply for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, so anything that I am is shared, from myself should not be considered any sort of financial advice or investment advice. So understand that any financial decisions that you do make, obviously that is upon yourself as an independent trader, as an independent person. And this is just simply for educational purposes only. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's move on to the charts. So today we have pretty big news in regards to the US dollar at half one. So we've got core PPI, unemployment claims as well, all at half one. So again, expect volatility. We did have CPI yesterday, which, to be fair, didn't bring much, didn't really say much, didn't really move the markets that much. So yeah, it wasn't nothing special. I think today is the day where we're obviously going to get a lot of movement, and then tomorrow as well, with the news. But yeah, core PPI today. So let's see what the market is doing. So as always, we start off on the US dollar, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So as you guys can see, since this candle has entered here, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and now we're in our 7th day of being in this daily demand candle. So, so obviously with that, same as the other videos, I'm sorry guys, but we want to see a breakout of either side to make a decision. Now, of course, from a technical standpoint, we have our daily range as explained the past few days. We also have all this imbalance and a daily supply. So I would like from a technicals market to obviously move up from a dollar perspective, and then obviously carry this trend on downwards. So that's what I would like to see. Now, of course, fundamentally, we could have a complete opposite when, news happens. It could do anything. It could just fall. It could do anything. It could spike up. So we just got to wait and see. But from a technical standpoint, which is all we can look at on these videos, you can see that we've got a clear daily range, and obviously we're in a daily demand. So let's see how and what happens. Now, just quickly, if we look at the weekly, you'll be able to notice that we have a weekly imbalance below in this weekly candle here. So, if the market does eventually just retrace, of course, we can look to target at least this weekly imbalance. But yeah, man, let's see what today holds in regards to the US dollar. Let's move on now to the major pair. So Euro USD. So same as yesterday, pretty much. You'll be able to notice that, of course, we have obviously same scenario, but obviously the opposite side. We've got this 4-hour in this daily supply zone here. We've actually tapped in and also taken the high of this area as well. As you guys can see, now you remember obviously we've been talking about these lows here that we've been happening on a lower time frame. So again, 4-hour is still bullish. So it depends what happens, because even though the 4 hours bullish, we have a lot of imbalance in these candles here. We also have a daily demand candle as well. So eventually, from this range, this daily higher low to this daily higher high, we expect the market to retrace from a technical standpoint, and then we want to see a change of trend and to understand that this is going to carry on upwards. So Euro USD, that's pretty much what we're looking at. If I quickly go to the 4-hour, you'll be able to notice that we're just kind of chilling in this demand area as we speak. So again, very, very consolidated, very, very slow. But we are in this 4-hour demand area. Not that I'm saying I'm going to buy and look to, carry this on upwards, just because I'm not. But yeah, just want to give you guys the perspective. If you look at the trend, from this low to this high, we come back into this 4-hour demand, we then had this change up. So this has become our 4-hour higher low and our 4-hour higher high. So if we was to carry on just like we did here, we'd expect just to see this. Okay, perfect. Now again, let's say that we break this 4-hour higher low. So let's say news spikes this down, and we have a 4-hour change of trend. I would then be looking to see if we can participate in getting in a sell, depending on obviously the dollar, and filling in the rest of this imbalance down to this area here. So that'll be interesting to see if we can get that. So again, let's see what the markets are going to bring today, of course, but that is EU. GU is pretty much the same, as you guys can see. If you look at where we're at, we're in a daily supply zone. We've been consolidating for a long time. This area yesterday failed to come into this 4-hour demand, but then we had a push up. So either way, if the market was to carry an upwards from this 4-hour, I would prefer this area here to take out these lows. Or obviously we could just carry on from here. Not that I would be looking for that personally. If we drop down to the 1, is it cleaner? Yeah, it's just this area here, to be fair. So yeah, obviously we're in this demand. We're in this demand area here. So again, if we was to carry on, then obviously we could react from these two areas. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, we could carry on from these two areas. Or we could use this as, money, liquidity, and we could into this demand and then potentially see that happen. But of course, again, remember what I've just said. If you look at it from a higher time frame standpoint, you would like to see retracement eventually. You would like to see this imbalance filled because this is my daily higher low and my daily higher high. And remember, when the market creates a daily range, that means that within inside the daily, the 4-hour is trending up, which it will be. So eventually, in order to rebalance, the market will have to trend down and then again trend back up to carry on. So always remember, in regards to this, that is your daily leg. But inside that daily leg, we have a 4-hour uptrend, 4-hour downtrend, 4-hour uptrend, even though the daily doesn't, just shows that. I could make that red, blue. That might be a bit better to see. But yeah, daily is the blue. Inside the daily range, you have 4-hour trend, 1-hour trend, so on and so on. So yeah, that is pretty much what I would like to see is this area rebalance. We have a daily demand area here, and obviously the imbalance as well. So pretty much the same. AU, I don't like the look of. Obviously NZUSD, you can see that we've got this on a daily. We've tapped into this daily supply. If you look from a 4-hour, I give this area out yesterday. So you guys, hopefully some of you guys must have profited. I've given this area out and also this area now. Let me just quickly see if I can refine that area from the 1-hour perspective, which would be this candle here. Okay, so you'll be able to notice if you look at this, obviously the market is now took this high and reacted. So again, we are breaking these lows currently. We've got 2 hours left. If we break these lows, I would like to see a retracement and then carry this on downwards. So yeah, pretty nice. Hopefully some of you guys caught this sell yesterday. If you would have, obviously let's just go from the edge of the box. You'll be able to know. Oh, 1 second, sorry guys. Yeah, that's like a 1 to 3 already done. Even if you give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, almost like a 1 to 3 basically. So pretty nice trade. And we got the same from this area as well. So NZ is looking decent. Now let's go over to USD CAD and the rest of the pair. So USD CAD, if you look from a daily, you'll be able to notice that. Of course, in this daily demand, we had the reaction. We've got this daily higher high and this daily lower low. This is our daily change of trend. So if you look at it from this standpoint, you can see that obviously we expect the pullback, which has happened, and then to go and create a new daily higher high. Now, if we look at the 4-hour, what is the 4-hour telling us? Well, the 4-hour is telling us that obviously we're in this uptrend. We're in this 4-hour demand as we speak. So the two demand areas that I would like to see is either this area or this area. And if we do use this area, that means that we're using all these wicks as liquidity. So again, I would wait to see another break above this, and then I'd be participating buying this up. If we don't get that, what you have to understand, because we are in this level of demand as we speak. But if we do carry down, could we see the reaction from this area to take out all of these lows here? But yeah, man, if I just quickly go to the 1 hour or the 2 hour, so you'll be able to notice that we are in this demand area here. It might be a bit more cleaner on the 2 hour. Yeah, 2 hours a lot more cleaner. So you'll be able to see that, you know, if you look at the actual, you can see that we had obviously just move it down, pull up, just move it down, pull back up, move it down, and then break. There's a break here. Now we've tapped in. So if we can get another break, I would then look to be longing in this position upwards. So that'd be interesting to see. But yeah, man, we're in this area. So let's see how we play out from here in regards to USD CAD. USD CHF. I gave out this area, I think, was it Monday? Monday, Tuesday? When was it? Tuesday. So you'll be able to notice that we are in this daily demand area and we're in this 4 hour range. We've got our 4 hour lower high, 4 hour lower low. So what we're expecting is at least the market to trend, and then we can make a decision once we're in this 4 hour supply if we're going to carry on down, or if we don't get confirmation, we could just carry this trend on upwards. So if you look at where the market is currently at, if I just half this, let's have a look. It might be a bit cleaner. So you'll be able to notice that the demand area that's in control is this demand area here, because this is the last candle. This last sell candle was the one that caused this momentum. So that is my 1 hour demand candle. If it's a bit more cleaner on the one, that might be a bit better. Yeah, you can see it anyway. Or of course, if you want it to be more refined, you can utilize this area here. So we are in this demand and we are moving away. What I will be waiting for is, let's say we can half this. You know, if you look, we've had we've had the downtrend happening. This was our last lower high. We tapped in and then we had this change of trend here. So now what's happened is the market has gone from obviously downtrending, creating a lower high, lower low. Okay, break of change of trend. Where's it come into? Into our demand, and now we're moving away. If we can get a break, we do the same thing and we look to carry this on upwards. So keep an eye out on that for USD CHF. What else have we got for majors? We've got USD Japanese yen. So I actually called this, well, you can call me Mystic Mac. I called this out for you guys as well. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. So again, I hope that some of you guys caught this trade. You know, and you guys have been following me for a while. You know that, you know, I can't make this stuff up, man. If I'm trading and I'm showing you and I'm predicting the markets and it happens, I can't do nothing more. For you guys, it's up to you to take the trade ideas off your own back. So again, 4 hour, what can we see? 4 hour lower high, 4 hour lower low. We have all of this imbalance here, which is what? Just below the 4 hour and 1 hour supply area. So again, if you look at the market, we've now tapped in. So again, can we see the market potentially just carry this trend on downwards? For me, this has created a couple of a trend line liquidity. So if there's something on the 1 hour, predominantly this, I would like to see our next sell area. The reason I'd like to see that is just because of these wicks above here. Like that could be used for me to be liquidity. But of course, understand that if the market was to carry on from here, it is a valid area. You know, it is a valid area, this whole supply area. But for me personally, that's just too many wicks. And from experience, what I've seen the institutions do is punch above and then get that real trade happen because everyone else's stop loss is above this high. So keep an eye out on that. I could be wrong and we could just completely carry on from here. But yeah, that's just my perspective for USD Japanese yen. USD Japanese yen, yeah. Okay, perfect. So that is it for your majors. I'm not really going to go too much into cross pairs. Obviously, I've been talking about these supply and demand area with the Japanese yen basket. I caught a beauty yesterday on Great British Pound, Japanese yen, which was I took a 1 to 3, 185, was it? 185, 185. Yeah, I took a 1 to 3, which was around like this. Where was it? This area, which you can see, market come in, had a 4 hour higher low, 4 hour higher high. Pretty simple, tapped in, and then we obviously went and did a 1 to 3. It actually did a 1 to 4, but I didn't. I took a 1 to 3. I did wait for a retracement here, as you guys will remember. I said that was in this trade. I wanted to see this tap below and then carry on upwards. So yeah, that was a pretty clean trade. I am actively in this trade as we speak, so I will quickly cover this. But yeah, other than that, obviously with it being Newsday, I'm just gonna, obviously not go too much into cross pairs today. Okay, why am I in this trade? So let's start off with a daily time frame. So with a daily time frame, what can we see? Well, you can see that we're clearly in the uptrend. Now, if I just remove all of this, you'll be able to see that we are creating them higher highs, higher lows. Our valid lower high daily is this, and our valid daily higher high is this. So again, remember, as we always say, and you're probably bored of me hearing it, the experienced ones, once we create a higher low and a new higher high, we expect a retracement and then to go and form that new higher high. So again, higher low, higher high, retracement, hopefully going to create that new daily higher high. So looking at where we're currently at from a daily, it makes sense to look for buyers. I drop down to the 4 hour, and what can we see? Well, on the 4 hour, we can see that the market went from downtrending into uptrending. Now, you'll be able to see that I predicted quite a bit on here, where this market tapped into this 1 hour demand. In fact, let me just drop down to the 1, might be a bit cleaner. We took this low, we had this 4 hour chain of trend, we come into this 1 hour demand, we then broke structure again. Where did we come into? This level of demand here, then we carried on upwards. So because we had another break, same scenario, rinse and repeat, you'll be able to notice that this was my 4 hour demand area. This market come down, wicked in, took out these lows. I liked how this candle finished because it was telling me that there's more volume in the buys. So then I went down to the 15-minute to keep an eye on the trend. And you can see from a 15-minute standpoint, we was obviously downtrending. We broke these highs here. This last lower high from 15-minute. And then we tapped into this demand area. And then we had this big institutional candle. And then that allowed me to get in on the 10-minute, which was this. I could have refined it to this position, one set. I could have refined it to this area for better bits of reward. But I decided to go with these two candles. And as you can see, obviously it went into a bit of drawdown, but now we're, moving on up. We're moving on up. Moving on up. That song, I can't remember what it's called that. But yeah, as we speak, we do have a little bit of imbalance near entry, so it wouldn't surprise me if the market does come down and then hopefully carry on upwards. But as we looking at the charts, it looks pretty nice. And then obviously what I'm going to be looking to aim for is either 1 to 3. Oh, let's just go to the 1 hour actually, which this will be a 1 to 3 from this area. But then from a daily standpoint, if I want to swing, it would be a 1 to 8 almost, if we can take out this daily higher high. Or if I can at least maybe take profits around, where's it gone? Whoa, what is going on here? I'm lost. Oh, what am I doing? If I could maybe even take profits, if we can get up there into this area, which would be 880. So that would be like a 1 to 7, which I'd be happy with, to be fair. So yeah, maybe even just having that as a take profit, if we can get that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today, guys. Let's see how this trade plays out. Other than that, I appreciate every single one of you, as always. The same motto, the same stuff. Subscribe, notifications, comments, all that stuff. I feel like fucking Mr. Beast or something nowadays, saying all that stuff. I'm not forcing anyone. If you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. If you don't, feel free to do so. It is what it is, as they say. But other than that, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Take care as always, and have an amazing rest of your day. Take care and God bless.